Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be reviewing this mulching blade. Yep, it's a mulching blade on a 21-inch self-propelled 56 volt EGO lawnmower. So a couple of people have been asking me if it's possible to put a mulching blade on there, or what options do we have for blades on the EGO mower. This is one of the options. I picked up this blade at Walmart. It's a mulching blade for a 21-inch push mower. The only problem with this blade, guys, is that it does scrape a little bit. Check that out there. Let me see if I can get a good. So it's been scraping a little bit right here. And what I should have done when I noticed the scraping is I should have shaved a little bit off of the blade here on the side with a grinder, and a little bit off of this side. But I just went ahead and used it like that. So for now it's been working. It did cut a little bit of plastic off here, but it's not enough to cause any serious issues, serious problems with the mower. So right now I've already used it a little bit, so the blade is a little bit dull. It's a little bit dull here, but we're gonna go ahead and run it. We're gonna cut up our grass here, and this thing is having a really serious issue focusing. Okay, here we go. We're gonna go ahead and cut this. It's in some areas it's pretty tall, maybe about a foot. In other places it's not that tall. So we're gonna go ahead and cut this grass and show you guys what this mulching blade can do. I really sharpened up these fins here, so it should mulch up pretty good, guys. Let's get to it. Okay, we have our battery here. It's fully charged. We got a green light. Let's go ahead and take this over to our mower. Open this up here. Man, it's a little dirty in here. I'm gonna have to clean that up. Load in our battery. Just push down. Make sure it seats well. Close the top. And I'm gonna go ahead. You have 3 different settings on here. I'm sure everybody's familiar with this EGO mower, or the majority of you guys. I'm gonna use it on setting 2. Okay, right now we're at the top level. It should be 6 here. You can see it back here. The 6, if you could. There it is. So we're gonna go ahead and see what it does at 6. I don't have a mulching plug on this, guys, just because I bought this on eBay. Just the mower itself, no bag, no mulching plug. So here we go. Go ahead and push the button down, pull the lever, and you hear that? So that's one of the little issues that you're gonna have if you do install this blade. When you do turn it on initially, since it is a heavier blade, it's not gonna want to start right away sometimes. So you gotta kind of coax it to start up. Here we go, let's try it again. Okay, we're having a little bit of scraping, so that's what's keeping us from turning it on. If you see that light, when it does that, you need to wait till this light turns off. Those 2 flashing lights turn off, because if not, it won't let you turn it on. Let's give it another try. We're going to lift up the mower a little bit just to avoid some of that scraping. See if it'll turn on. So if you notice, the blade speed is a little bit higher just because it is a heavier blade. So the software inside the EGO mower is telling it that you're hitting heavier grass. So that's also the reason why it won't let you start it right away. because it feels like you're stuck in heavy grass, so it's not going to start up, just to avoid any overheating with the battery or the motor or whatnot. So that could be either a plus or a minus for you guys. I actually like that, just because I feel like the EGO mower has a very low blade speed, and this actually forces it to run at a higher speed constantly, and that in essence allows you to mulch better, cut better, give you better quality cut, and it lifts up the grass, creates better lift. So I personally like that. Now the negatives about this is that you're gonna have shorter battery life, and you just need to be careful if you hit anything, rocks or anything like that, because then that's going to create a little bit more of a hazard than with the lower blade speed. If your blade speed's a little bit lower, you hit a rock, it's not going to fly that far. But if it's at a higher speed, you hit a rock and it's going to fly a little bit further. It could hurt you. But that's basically it, guys. Let's go ahead and see how this thing cuts, and we'll look at the clippings afterwards. These are some weeds, so we're not going to have very good clippings of grass, so we'll do what we can. Here we go. You guys hear the blade scraping a little bit still? Let's take a look at some of the clippings here. And since they're being shot out right away, it's not really a true mulch that it's doing. But if you guys noticed, the motor speed the motor speed is higher, and it is creating more lift. It picked up that piece of paper there that we cut up, and I really like it. I mean, for people who have a small yard, putting in a heavier blade with those mulching fins, it's going to create a much better cut, just because of that higher blade speed. Well, actually, if you put this blade on there, because it's heavier, so it's going to create that heavier blade speed. It's going to create a better cut, a better mulch, and yeah, you're going to have better results, guys, in my opinion. So I'm going to go ahead and cut up the rest of this. I'll show you guys a little bit of the clips. I'm going to try to do the whole front yard. This is basically the only area that has grass, because everything else is burnt up by the sun over there, if you can see. Just because here in South Texas we've had almost zero rain, at least in the area that I'm at. So the only area that we're growing grass or weeds is around these two palms, because I've been watering them constantly. So I'm trying to create some growth for them. As you can see, I've been fertilizing these two queen palms, trying to get them up to size so that they can look nice, create a little bit of shade in the afternoon, and make that nice noise that you hear. Makes you feel like you're at the beach a nice resort or something. Anyways guys, let's go ahead and get back to mowing with this 21-inch EGO mower with that mulching blade. Go ahead and comment down below, let me know what you think about this. I know I'm not really mulching because I don't have a mulch plug on here and this door is flapping out, but I feel like when you open up this back door here or let it kind of swing out, it creates more lift. You could put the side chute on there, the rear side chute, but I personally don't like it because it leaves a line of clippings. This disperses them better. If you've seen any of my other videos, the hack, the rear discharge chute hack, I prefer this method. So here we go guys, stay tuned. Let's go ahead and finish this off. We'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and turn this thing on. I'm gonna lift up a little bit, push down on the button, pull on the lever. Let me see if I can get a little bit of a slow-mo here for you guys to see those clippings shooting out. Okay, we're going to drop this down to number 3 setting, or the number 3 cut level, cutting position, and then so that we can see a little bit more of the cutting action of this blade. Let's go ahead and get to it, guys. Here we go. Let's go ahead and turn this on. let's take a look at some of these clippings that this thing dispersed. So now we see a little bit more of the mulching action. Look at those. And this is without a mulching plug, guys, so I think that says a lot for this blade. It's cut up pretty fine, not into pulp, not into dust, but with one pass through that blade for it to get like this, that's pretty good. That's pretty good if you ask me. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up. I like this setting. It's nice and short, so that if we're walking out in the grass, we don't have to worry about not seeing any snakes or something in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it there. I'll set you guys up on a tripod and we'll finish this off. Check out the deck underneath. Even with the blade being a little bit dull, I think it did a pretty good cut. Look at these clippings here. These are truly, really mulched clippings. Those are the ones that probably stayed under the deck the longest and got the most action from this blade. This is super sharp, guys. I mean, it's pretty sharp. It's not super sharp, but these tips right here, these are really, really sharp. I know that really probably doesn't do too much of the cutting, but it's the result from sharpening up these blades pretty nicely. And I did this. I sharpened these blades up with a grinder, and I used a cutoff wheel, so I could get into those tight spots. If I were to use a grinding wheel, it wouldn't have let me grind in there very well. So yeah, guys, just a little bit of of a blade option that you have for your EGO mower. Okay, guys, so that's basically it. That is the cut that it left. These are a whole bunch of weeds. I missed a little spot there, so I'll probably go back and get that. But yeah, that's the final result. Let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. I do have to grind down that blade a little bit just to get that that perfect fitting onto the deck, so it doesn't scrape. You would hear that noise, it would be scraping a little bit. It doesn't do anything to the blade or the mower. It's just scraping up the deck, which is not a good thing, but I can live with it. I'm gonna go ahead and grind it down whenever I get a chance, so that way it doesn't make that horrible grinding noise. So yeah, guys, that's it. That's another blade option that you guys can do on your EGO mower, and in my opinion, it does a much better quality cut than the original blade. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Go ahead and comment down below, share this video, and consider subscribing to my channel. We will see you on the next video, guys.